WKNJ 90.3 FM, livestream.com/Air to the Streets. I got a special guest in the house, all the way from Brooklyn, New York. Here he is, the alias, the one, the magnificent, Final Outlaw. Tell the people what up, homie.
What up, homie?
So what's going on, man? How you been? I haven't seen you in about a minute since you come by the last show I was at, and I always see you on your grind. You did South by Southwest last year or a year ago?
No. I did the Apollo. I did a whole mess of things, so I could understand if you get confused. So.
Yeah, because I know you're everywhere, bro. I must say you're following the way you came up. I used to always see you at EO Dub just telling your CDs. You're an MC Challenge winner.
Yeah.
I always see you all over the place and maintaining. You're always on the grind. So what's new in your world? What's been happening, bro?
More or less, I've been observing the world, man. Just enjoying myself and keeping attentive to what's going on and trying to survive the best way I can,
All right. So now, I know you're an MC who always has witty punchlines. You're very clever with your music, and your music has a lot of feeling. But you call yourself the Final Outlaw, but you really don't do outlawish things. And their music isn't really pertain to that. And you're not that type of dude. Like, where does that come from? I've always wondered that. I never quite understood that.
Yo, to me, the outlaw thing is a perspective, yo. By definition, it's a person that may be involved in criminal activities or just somebody who's been banned or is out of law. Like some of the outlaws in past American history and even before that, but more or less.
Like Pat Garrett and Frank and Jesse James.
Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So
Billy the Kid.
So, but the thing is that I think that as time has progressed, as we have come to this modern age, the fight is different. It's not so much defending your villages with swords in hand. It's a lot more about making sure that you don't compromise and you keep your integrity by being honest. You know what I'm saying? And I'm an outlaw in that sense because I feel like most people are being real. They're catering to the status quo, and they're just catering to the industry and to capitalists and to the record labels and what have you. And I myself am an outlaw because I'm still bringing up issues that have been long abandoned or ignored, or they're just ugly and people don't want to bring them up anymore. And there are others like me, and they may not call themselves outlaw, but I sure as hell recognize them that way, So that's what it is. That's the reason, The whole I've been rocking the name since I was young, 14 years old, man. And back when it didn't have anything to do with rap. Okay. It didn't have anything to do with hip hop. It was just, I felt like the spirit inside me. I felt like the last of a dying breed. And of course, as I progressed and I've gotten further along in doing what I do, I've met other people like me. So I see that I'm not the only one, but that's the whole reason behind the whole outlaw thing, because it is outlandish and it is something that people, might not want to invite you back on the show for, because you might bring something up that's totally, not something that it's just taboo and ugly and real.
But I must say, I like the way how you deliver with so much passion in your rhymes, and your rhymes are very real and truthful. And as we were discussing about the industry, you mentioned how many people just cater to the status quo, and how what makes you not want to do that? Like, I know, like, you gave us the definition of your name, but what really makes you say, you know what, I'm not? You basically say the industry the way it is. I know who I am. I know what I'm going to do. What still gives you that desire? Because there are a lot of guys who were that way, but as time went on, they saw the way the industry was going, and they were like, to hell with this, I'm going to sell my soul. I gotta make a dollar. We just said like
I'm sorry. There's no such thing as selling your soul, yo. I used to believe in that all my life. I was like, yo, these cats is...
Okay, selling your soul, but a lot of guys who we know, and as you know and I know, guys who are struggling, and you got other guys who are caking.
Yeah.
And when I say that, a lot of those guys who are caking now, they didn't always rap the way they do.
Oh, of course, yeah.
So what I'm saying is that why do you stay true to who you are? What makes you do that?
Well,
how come you never decided to say, you know what, I'm gonna start to rap about money, women, and clothes, what everybody's doing, or try to do it in an intricate way to make it not sound like that, but you know that's what you're talking about.
Yeah. Well, look. First of all, those.
And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Don't get twisted, because hey, that's what somebody does, and if that's what they know, and as long as your lines are clever and witty, there's nothing wrong to that, in my opinion. What makes you want to do that?
In my opinion, there is something wrong with it, because they're turning around and they came from our communities, right? And then they blow up and they're making tons of cash and they have resources that they never had access to before. So as opposed to bringing back resources to the community and helping cats out or funding whatever school or just building a park, just like, you know, that McDonald's will come and build a playground inside their store before somebody comes and builds a park. Instead, these cats that look just like us, that came from where they came from, where we live, they turn around and do poison. I think that's wrong, but I understand them. You know what I'm saying? So, I give them shout outs, yo. Good for you. You blew up. That's what's up. Good for you. I understand that. Yo, sometimes people are desperate. They come from desperate situations, so they had to do that. And in my music, I understand that for the most part, most of the material that I've released seems to be oriented around doing the right thing. But I'm for the sake of survival, I know that I have to do the wrong thing on occasion to get somewhere tangible, to make some sort, to get those resources that they have. So I'm a little more outspoken about it. I'm not trying to hide. I think like it's whatever. If you're gonna hurt the community, if you're gonna take from people, right? If you're gonna have their undivided attention, if you're gonna have the undivided attention of 17-year-old Tasha, you know what I'm saying, and she loves you and she has posters of you on the wall, and all you tell her in the music is, you ain't nothing unless you're naked and you're drinking this product, or you're driving this car, or you have this phone. If you're poisoning people in that fashion, then I would hope that behind the scenes you're giving back to them as well, because you are killing them.
Yeah, because because that's the thing, a lot of guys don't do that.
Yeah.
A lot of people just look and say, hey, I made mine. Forget you. I'm only take care of the team. They don't really think, and some guys don't even think of the team, because it's all the politics of the game.
Yeah.
And
well, what do they stand for? What are they doing? Why
are they still here? Like, why are they standing? And not only that too, but as you said, and you're basically on the independent team, the independent route. So, but you've seen some of these people, and you know what the game is about.
Yeah.